Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to Chocolate Covered Pages. I'm Kiona, and in today's video I am still in Costa Rica, and I still wanted to get on here and continue making my videos for you guys. In this video we're going to talk about all the books I read in January, so let's get into it. Y'all might hear some animal noises, but I am literally surrounded by wildlife. I will, at the end of the video, I'll do like a pan so you could kind of see. I am specifically in La Fortuna, Costa Rica, where the volcano is. Right now you can't see the volcano because today is a little bit cloudy. So when it's cloudy, it kind of just makes the volcano disappear. But I was able to see the volcano for at least the last 3 days that I've been in this area. So I will definitely pop a little video or a picture so that y'all can see what it looks like, because it looks amazing. Okay, so the first book that I read in January was Last Stop from Innocence by Takerra. And this book was definitely the greatest start to my January that I could have ever imagined. Like, it was so good. Okay, this is a once again, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this one because I already did a full review for it. And I will pop a link somewhere up here. But this book is basically about a girl named Amor. And at the beginning of this book, we know that Amor's mom has just passed away. And she has also just graduated from high school. So she is in the summer before she goes away to college. She's going to Howard. And she ends up having to move in with her father, who lives in Jersey. And this is a father that has not really been in her life. So, you know, she's feeling a lot of feelings, you know, as you can imagine. She's feeling a lot of grief. She's feeling a lot of anxiousness because she has to move in with her father, who she doesn't know. And while she's there, she meets this guy named Gabe, aka Guapo. And Gabe becomes pretty much everything that she didn't know she was missing in life, you know. I love the banter between the two of them. I love the way Takerra depicts that young, raw love between them. I love the way Gabe wanted to make sure that Amor was always safe. And, you know, it's just funny because Gabe at the beginning was kind of like, he knew she would be a problem, but he was just like, you know, I don't really want to kind of go there with her because I feel like if I do, like, I know that she's going to leave. And he didn't want that. And then, of course, like, it literally sets like an entire kind of countdown for them for the summer, because they know at the end of the summer something's going to happen. Either they're going to, you know, stay together, but how are they going to stay together? Are they going to do the long distance things? Are they going to break up? Like, it's a lot of things, you know, that they are concerned about at the end of the summer. But I just absolutely love this book. There's also a mystery element that really kind of rips your heart out towards the end. I kind of saw it. Oh, it's a bug on my damn camera. Okay. I saw it coming myself, but if you don't see it coming, it's definitely heart-wrenching for you. I will say that. But I just really enjoyed hanging out with Amor for this entire summer of her just running around with her cousin Tammy. I really enjoyed this novel a lot. Again, I've said it before, I am definitely becoming a fan of Takerra, and I hope that this book means that I have some more bangers for the rest of this year. I'm pretty sure this book will be in my top for the year. The next book I picked up was Thug Me the Right Way by Diamondatl NY. Diamondatl is a rapper from the Atlanta area. She raps in that song Nuck If You Buck. This book is about a young girl named Kaya. I think it's Kaya or Kaya. Kaya. And Kaya is a young girl. She is about to graduate from high school. And Kaya is also, in that summer before, going away for college and stuff. And her older sister Christian tells her like, "Yo, I need you to come with me on this double date. I'm going on a date with this guy named Antoine, and he's bringing his brother Maine, well, Tremaine, aka Maine." And she comes to the date. She doesn't really want to come to the date. Maine doesn't want to come to the date, and they end up completely hitting it off after a while. At first, it was a little shaky because Maine was trying to play his little games where he be on some not really trying to be a gentleman, being real like standoffish. And honestly, Kaya was not playing that with him. She was not playing that with him. Kaya was like, "Oh, word, you're not going to acknowledge my presence. Like, who do you think you are? Like, I'm that girl too. You think you that dude, but I'm that girl too." And when they both finally like let their guards down and like, you know what, let me stop being so like rough, or what, let me stop being so difficult. That's when the fireworks began to happen between them, and I really enjoyed that. What I will say is that there is a very pivotal moment that happens in this book, and it happens off the page, which I don't like. I like it when we have been like, when you're just kind of like building up to something, like will they, won't they, and then it completely happens off the page. Like you get to the next chapter and then it happened already. That was a little disappointing for me. But other than that, I did like the book. I like that there was so much drama in this book. I will say there's so much drama in this book, especially from the middle to the end. They definitely ramp it up on the drama portion because Antoine has a lot of baby mama drama, and then Kristen also has a lot of drama with her ex. She was in a abusive relationship. This is Kaya's sister. She was in an abusive relationship with a police officer. And it's much easier for them to, clean stuff up, because they have the resources to do so. So they feel like they could just kind of do whatever and, it's cool. Kristen was really trying to kind of get away from this guy, and he was basically stalking her. There's a lot of abuse in this book, so just be mindful of that. Definitely a lot of drama. There's a little mystery element thrown in there as well. So I'm definitely, just so you know, it definitely does leave on a cliffhanger. But I have been told that book 2 is coming out fairly soon. I don't have a date, but we'll see what happens. The next book I picked up was Demon's Dream by L. Kaysen. Y'all, this book was wild. This book was wild. I feel like this is the book that made sure I didn't read nothing else for the rest of the month. It's 750 pages. I had to read it with my eyes, okay? And we all know I'm an audiobook girly if I can. When it's super long, I'm definitely hitting that audiobook. But this is on Kindle Unlimited. Thug Me the Right Way by Nate and Diamondatl is also on Kindle Unlimited. So down in the description box, I'll have the links. More birds. We don't typically have these types of nature sounds, when I'm home and stuff. It just be my husband yelling on the video games. But so I actually prefer this. I'm not gonna lie. I prefer little birds chirping. But anyway, so Demon's Dream. This book was so good. I very much enjoyed it. So it starts off where this guy named D'Angelo has made a very big mistake. D'Angelo, he pretty much took the daughter of a drug kingpin, and they ran off and eloped, and she's secretly pregnant, right? When D'Angelo and his girl and the girl finally comes to D'Angelo's family to be like, you know what, this is what happened. We made a mistake. Sorry, y'all. That's also a little bit of construction going on. When they finally go to D'Angelo's family to let them know, like, this is what we did. Like, we scared to go to her father because he probably going to try to kill me, you know? So then his sister, Dream, she is kind of like the fixer in the family. All the whatever is going on in the family, like the father really looks to Dream to like, okay, what's the plan, you know? And Dream decides that her and her father need to go to this drug kingpin. His name is Dante. It's a lot of D names in this book. I don't know why, but almost like everybody has like a D name. So it's a little bit confusing. So basically, Dream and her father go to the drug kingpin's house named Dante. And when they tell Dante what D'Angelo did, that he took his daughter, because his daughter was actually supposed to be promised to another guy that's kind of in a drug game named Smoke. You know, that was kind of gonna be like an arranged marriage, you know, a good business decision or whatever. And now that is done because the daughter is pregnant by D'Angelo, so it's not gonna happen. So, you know, of course the father is very upset, but then he says, you know what, I know what to do. I want a daughter for a daughter. You took my daughter, so now I'm gonna take your daughter. So they all looking like, does Dante want to take Dream? And then Dante's brother, Demon, okay, walks in. I'm gonna continue to call him Damien throughout this review because I don't like that his name was Demon. He also actually tells Dream to call him Damien and not Demon. So I'm going to fulfill his wishes by continuing to call him Damien throughout this review. So Damien walks in. And he just finished killing somebody. He got blood splattered all over him. He walks in the office like, what's going on here? And then, you know, Dante was like, I want you to take Dream for 30 days. You will have Dream to do whatever you want to do with her for 30 days. It starts whenever you want. She's yours. And Dream agrees to this really because she wants to save her brother. And she knows that if they don't agree to this, her brother's gonna die, you know, for the stupidness that he pulled. Sorry, y'all. These mosquitoes have been feasting on me. So that is basically what starts off the rest of the novel, is her knowing that she's gonna have to go with this guy named Damien, aka Demon. Now, when I tell you that this book was full of many twists and turns, and what made me pick up this book is because first of all, this book came out, I think, in 2022. And I'm just mad that it took me so long to read it. A lot of people had this book on their best of list for the last 2 years. Every time somebody reads this, next thing you know, it's on their best of list at the end of the year. And I knew it was going to be a banger. Like, I just, like, you know, when you just have a good feeling about it, and especially with it being so long, I was like, oh no, it's a standalone, and it's long. Like, she not even hitting us with the to be continued. Like, I know that it's going to be a nice, chunky, urban goodness that I've been looking for, you know? Like, I'm always on the look for these urban fiction gems. Y'all already know this. So this book was everything that I could have wanted. What I will say is that it is probably about 100 pages too long, because there is definitely a lot of like extra back and forth that probably didn't need to go on as long as it did. But still, all in all, I really enjoyed this novel. It's a lot of backstabbing. It's a lot of shystiness. Dream has another sister named Diana. Diana has her own drama because she's supposed to be in an arranged marriage, but then she ends up meeting Smoke. And I will say that, I've seen a lot of discourse online, with the girlies like, oh, demon is mine, um, smoke or demon. I just want to put this to rest and just say that smoke is mine. He belongs to me. Y'all could have Damon, whoever. Y'all could have him because he had a lot of issues, in my opinion. He had a very rough childhood. A lot of that childhood trauma resurfaced in many, many different ways, and it made him very, very calloused at times. I definitely could see that he had a heart. I am happy for the evolution of Damien, I will say. Um, but yeah, there was a lot of challenges with Damien. What I did love about Damien was how extremely possessive he was over Dream. Like, a guy could, when I tell you, like, you lay a finger on Dream, see what happens. You going to die that night. Like, he's not even going to let you just live out the rest of the week. You're not getting the next paycheck at work. Like, you're done. You're done. You laid a finger on Dream? Nah, nah, nah. And this is before he even started the 30 days with her. Like, he didn't even want her entertaining nobody. It was set up from the beginning. He decided, you're mine. You're mine, and that's it. Talk about standing on business about the woman that is for him. Like, he was not like, you're not gonna be, don't even look her way. I don't care if she's looking at you. You better not look her way. You're gonna die. And everybody knew this. Nobody wanted to see Demon coming. Nobody wanted to see him. That's the person that you don't want to see at the end of the alley. Because once you see him, it's over for you. It's over for you. Now, Smoke was just, he was older, he was smoother. He'd already been married previously, but his wife had passed away from cancer. So, he's coming with a different vibe. He has a daughter. And he was just giving daddy in the entire book. He really was, And one of the things that I love that one of the things that just really just turned it up for me when it came to him was he told Diana that he would fillet a dude for even touching her. Fillet, like with a knife. I ain't gonna say whether he does it or not. I'm not even gonna say, but that's the type of unhinged that I like. Like, don't be like, I love how, like, Smoke never, even though Diana was different from Dream. Like, Dream was a lot more, like, chill, a little bit more classy. Diana was a little bit more hood. She was a little bit more hood. She was a lot more like, you know what I mean? But Smoke was definitely giving, like, yo, chill out with all of that. Wait. Who are you even talking to like that? Nah, don't talk to me like that. Like, but not even on some, I'm not even going to raise my voice. None of that. Like, you heard what I said, right? And Diana would be like, all right, like that. That was sexy. That was sexy. Like, he don't gotta raise his voice. He don't gotta, like, buck up. Like, none of that. It was just, you know what it is when you know what it is. Like, he was just, to me, he was more mature than Damien. I will say, which makes sense because obviously he doesn't have the same upbringing. Um, you know, Damien also has a lot of issues with his mom, a lot of anger there. Um, and I just really enjoyed just kind of the extra side characters. And it was like, there was so many funny parts of this novel. Like, what can I say? I just absolutely love this, and I feel like this is gonna be also one of the books in my top towards the end of the year. I don't know top this, but I definitely do have some more urban fiction books I didn't get to last year. I'm definitely going to be grabbing those up throughout this year, with obviously with some new ones that are coming out, because these authors are constantly coming out with books every 3 weeks, child. I cannot keep up. But yes, I only read 3 books in January, which is like, but I'm not mad about it, because the book was 750 pages. Okay, that's about 3 books right there. So I'm not mad about that. So before I close out the video, let me show you the a clip of the volcano. And now I am about to close up my camera and stuff, because I'm about to head over to the natural springs that they have here for some rest and relaxation. And I thank you guys for putting up with all the nature sounds. I will be back home soon in my regular setup, unfortunately, because I don't want to leave vacation. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.